Are you ready?
Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Is This Child Really Yours? Hosted by the Ham family. I'm kidding. This is our Q2 TownHall video, and we're coming live to you from our Bay 2 conference room overlooking beautiful Tampa Bay. This video will be a lot more succinct than the last one. We want to get you guys some quick information. We know that your attention only lasts for so long, but we did want to give you some updates on the conference, which is a big effort for this upcoming quarter. I'll give you some updates on some new hires, and have Bill kind of maybe go into some things that he's looking forward to this quarter as well. So wanted to start with my beautiful mother, Karen, here, our Chief Administrative Officer. Welcome to the table.
Thank you.
And so first thing I'll want to talk about for the conference coming up, which obviously, Karen, you kind of lead the efforts on that. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about the new venue and where we're having it, and we'll go from there.
Okay. This year, the national conference is going to be at the Palm Beach Resort. You probably already have gotten your information and registered by now. We went and visited it a couple weeks ago, Christopher and I did, and it's gorgeous. It has a gorgeous spa. It's a gorgeous venue. I think you'll all really enjoy it. So that's where this year's is going to be.
Awesome. And one thing I wanted to ask you, because I don't know if maybe people know, but maybe kind of go into a little bit kind of the behind the scenes, what kind of efforts go on in terms of putting this conference on for the advisors?
So this year we actually started working on the 2017 conference right after the 2016 conference, and we nailed down the venue right away. We have a team here that helps me, and we meet weekly, and it gets busier and busier, so we'll probably be meeting more like twice a week now until the conference. We work with sponsorships, we work with agendas, we work with getting you guys the information that you need to know. It's a lot of work, but we enjoy it, and we hope that it shows, and we'll just keep doing it as long as you guys want it.
Awesome. I think so far we have more advisors signed up this year than we've had in the past, and so we're very proud of that. I know we're doing, obviously, the typical lineup of some practice management and some updates on divisions and IFP and some, a lot of helpful things for advisors, but there's a couple sessions we're doing that are maybe a little different, so maybe you want to touch on that a little bit?
So this year, being that a couple of you at different times this year has asked about the HR department here and how we operate, so we took it to heart, and we put together a piece in our agenda that's going to explain to you how we hire, how we terminate, and a lot of that goes along with a lot of law that we've learned that is very important. So we're going to bring in the lawyer that we use, Mary Ruth Houston, who is out of Orlando. She's very good, and she's going to speak to all of you about the law, and believe me, it's something that we all have to be aware of.
And we have one final new kind of thing.
And then also, this is another one that Christopher kind of spearheaded. It's called Dress to Impress. And it's really all about, if you're going to be successful, you got to dress successful. And, what not to wear, really.
Which is really the problem with you guys. We're going to point that out. Him included. So cool. So, I think during the past quarter then, we had some new hires here at the office, so that's one of the things I wanted you to touch on, Karen, was just a brief kind of description of the 3 new team members that we've added recently.
Okay. Yes, we brought in Greg Wozniak, who some of you may have already met. He's our new relationship manager. He's doing a great job in a short period of time. We also brought in a new data analyst by the name of Jordan Slack. He is also very good and helping us quite a bit achieve some of the goals that we haven't been able to do, and he's really helping Christopher on a lot of those. And then we have Ann Johnson, who just joined the compliance team, and she's our newest compliance analyst. She comes with a lot of experience, so hopefully when you do have to talk to compliance, then you get to meet Ann.
Awesome. Thank you, Karen, for that wonderful excerpt on all that. So now I want to go over to Bill Ham here, Mr. Bill Ham, our CEO. And Bill, why don't you kind of then give us maybe an update on what's coming down the road this upcoming quarter as far as IFP is concerned?
All right, I'd be glad to. Hello, everybody. There's a lot going on behind the scenes this quarter and the next quarter that's coming up. Some of you will start getting some information on the new advisory agreements that we're going to be utilizing. that we've come up with to help us strengthen our compliance program and to provide some additional information that we need to, from a data perspective, to oversee this business. We're beta testing it now with 2 or 3 of you, and obviously welcoming the feedback because we want this to be as appropriate as it can be for what all of you need in terms of doing your business. So stay on the lookout for that. We're also, with the help of Jordan, we're putting in some new workflows. The idea is to automate the processes here even more so we can eliminate some of the human error that's always involved in what we do. And then we're going to be coordinating that with utilizing Box as a new storage facility, document storage facility. And so we're really excited about that because of its ability to integrate, I think, with Salesforce and some of the other programs that we use. And we're focusing, in addition, on new communication methods that I think we may have talked about in the last town hall meeting, but we want to re-emphasize those. In terms of our newsletters, we're going to be doing more videos. We're actually planning some current advisor HOVs, or home office visits, to where we'll fly in a number of you that sign up, with the idea involved in coming in, making sure that you know everybody, understanding exactly what we do, and also providing feedback in terms of maybe some additional things that you need. So it gives us the ability to meet with you here in-house and to have a good dialogue and have a good time and find out a little bit more about what IFP is and what it has to offer. We're also in the process of planning and finalizing some new regional meetings that are coming up. We've been very fortunate with our partners program in terms of accessing them for funds and capital to put these things on. So we're excited about that. They're going to be in different regions of the country. I think they're going to be maybe Dallas, San Diego, Austin, DC, and Chicago. And Atlanta. So it's going to be pretty diverse, but it's going to give us the opportunity to get out in the field and meet with y'all more in your local areas. But again, something that's we've been working on and looking forward to. We're also in the process of data cleanup, as we've been for the last 27 years. The idea there is to make sure that we have all the data that's appropriate that we need from a compliance perspective, and also from a perspective to support your business and some of the things that each of you do. And so I think we're just about done with the WMACA project, as it was formerly called, relative to the outside custodians, but that's something that's wrapping up, so we're happy about that. And moving on from a compliance perspective, we're instituting Schwab Compliance Technologies, which is a new program that we're going to be using to help monitor emails, to go back and forth between you and the field in terms of things that we need and you need from a compliance perspective. We're having some issues with LPL, quite honestly, in terms of getting that hooked up appropriately, but we hope to have those finalized in the not too distant future, so stay tuned for more information on that. And as Karen mentioned, we've added Ann Johnson to our compliance staff, which we're very happy to have. She comes with a fairly extensive resume and experience, so we think she's going to make a good addition to the team.
Awesome. And so from there, we kind of can close out with, I'd like to know, I'm sure everyone would like to know, what are you excited about for the upcoming quarter and beyond for IFP?
Well, I'm excited. The Feather Sound Member Guest Golf Tournament is next weekend. That's going to be fun. But from an IFP perspective, I think we're really excited about Greg's role as a relationship manager. And he's already been out in the field gathering information, working with some of you, and he's already brought back a lot of neat things that we can put in force here that hopefully makes your jobs easier. And I think Greg's going to be a really good one. He's contributed a lot so far. I'm also excited about the wealth management team. We've had some recent good successes by Aaron and Pete and Hassam in terms of selling and closing some relatively large cases. The last one this past week was a $15 million account for one of our advisors that is going to be bringing on. So we're real happy with how they're going. The portfolios are performing really well. They're outperforming the benchmark. As we mentioned last time, we're GIP certified, which LPL is not. So that's something that we're very proud of, and the hard work that Aaron and his team put together in putting that on the table. And we've also launched a new deal with Aspire for Server Protect Financial, which is kind of innovative and something that's new that Brian McGinnis is working with. So that's something that we're hoping will bring some significant assets to the table. Moving on to processes and procedures, which is not my area of strength. That's more of Jordan's and Chris's. But in any event, I am excited about the fact that we're going to be automating most of it and being able to create templates for you to use as well, so that it can help streamline and make your practice more efficient, as well as the things that we're doing here at the home office. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. Basically, what we're trying to do is scale the systems here so that we can support you better, and we're doing that by bringing in new people, new technologies, new programs, and then integrating them in such a way that we hope will make a difference in what each of you are doing out in your own business. The idea is to bring more to the table and continue looking at ways that we can improve our services, our programs, our offerings, because you're our clients. You're the reason we get up in the morning and come to work, and we want to continue that attitude and hopefully that concierge service that we strive to provide as we move forward. So that's our goal, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the national conference. I think we're going to have a great time, and that's about all I got for now.
Awesome. And again, Bill's speaking very high level, but you'll be seeing communications on the specifics around how we're streamlining things, how we want to communicate better. So you'll be seeing the results of that thought process here in the very near future in this quarter. So again, I want to thank you guys for touching in and staying tuned. We shot this on the iPhone 7, so your boy forgot to turn his notifications off, so if there's any buzzing in the background, that's what it is, but that's what happens when you're trying new things out. So thank you again for tuning in, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you all at the National Conference. Yes. Karen, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Bill, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
And that's all we got. See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.